Hello viewers and welcome to Amazing Series. And do I have a treat for you? A yummy treat. His name is Finesse Mitchell. Of course, he needs no introduction. And you know him from the days in Saturday Night Live. You know him from his dating advice in Essence magazine. And of course, you know him from as an author as well. He has another book coming out called Geminis Make You Cry. And his book that's currently out is Your Girlfriends Only Know So Much. Finesse,
yes,
good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we all know you.
Thank you.
Finesse, we all know you as someone who is very funny, but you are getting a lot of interest with all the talk about dating advice. So I really need you to help us out.
Okay.
How did this start? How did the dating advice start?
Well, it started very simply with me writing a column in Essence magazine. Essence approached me in my last year at SNL and asked me would I like to be a part of some ensemble column of guys, Tyrese, Genuine. It was supposed to be like this bachelor column giving women relationship advice. And so they asked us 3 questions and I answered the 3 questions, and then they said they only wanted to go with my answers because they were good and they were funny. So I said, okay, cool. And then I got such a good response that next thing I know they offered me my own column called Old Brother, and then I started writing for Essence for the past 3 years. And in my 2nd year, somebody asked me if I wanted to write a book.
Now we love your advice because it's always honest and you keep it real.
I give it to you straight.
No, what's the #1 mistake women make when it comes to dating?
Being too anxious. And when a guy finds out you like him more than he likes you too soon, that's when you start getting played.
So you're saying you should play like you don't want him. He's calling you, you should pretend you don't get the phone calls. You should not, what should you do?
You should keep it real, as far as just keep it basic, keep it simple, and give out the energy that you're getting back. Some women feel like, ooh, I got to really show him that I like him. And then sometimes when a guy knows he doesn't have to work as hard, he plays you a little bit longer because he knows, all right, I don't have to work that hard. She's already told me that she likes me a lot. But if you give out the same energy he's giving you, he buys you something, you buy him something. He takes you out one day, you take him out one day, or you just offer, or whatever. A guy will get into you like that, but when he gets ghost and not calling, you get ghost and stop calling. Because I guarantee you he's going to call you and be like, hey, where you been? You can be like, hey, where you been?
So what should you, okay, what if it's you who likes the guy? What's the best way to approach a guy?
Always smile. And always.
That's an easy answer.
Yeah,
no,
but
they say that for job interviews. They say it for McDonald's.
Yeah, but you don't go to job interviews like, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna get this job. Are you guys hiring? No, you don't do that. But if you see a guy that you like, it's more or less like, hey, how you doing? Nice shirt. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
So you should compliment him.
Yeah. Compliment, smiling, keep it moving.
But some guys are very thick. You're doing all of that and he still doesn't get it. He still thinks you just want to be friends.
Right.
And you really want to take it to the next level. So I want the best guy advice on how do I really just get into him without being all over him.
Right. When it comes to guys, you want to take something to the next level with a guy that does not want to. Because if he wants to, he's going to act like he wants to. He's going to show up on time. He's going to call you when he says he's going to call you. He's going to take you out. You're going to have a good time. Ladies, you want accountability. You want consistency. And you want honesty. If you can't get those 3 things in a guy that you really like, you are wasting your time. And sometimes you got to leave a dude for it to snap in his head like, oh man, I better get my act together.
Finesse, sometimes the guy's going through a phase and you really want to help him and stick around and show that you're the ride or die chick. And you like, why can't we stick around? Because I want to stick around and show him that, yeah, I'm the woman for him. Why should I leave him?
Unless he says, you are my ride or die chick, you can't be the ride or die chick. Does that make any sense, ladies at home? You gotta wait for a man to say, you know what, you my girl, or you my boo, or I'm not seeing nobody else. Sometimes women want to get clarity right then and there. Now, what you gotta do is be yourself. What you gotta do is give out the energy you're getting back, and you gotta keep your life just as mysterious as he's keeping his life.
Now, meaning
if he's saying, oh, I just want to see certain people or do whatever, say, okay, but you like the guy. So give him that freedom. Give him that time. When he calls, you're not always available. That's true. But then when he says, hey, what were you doing? Well, you been say I went out with some friends. He immediately gonna be like, oh, some friends, what friends? And all of a sudden the questions you want to ask, he's gonna start asking. If he likes you, if he cares.
Okay.
You know, and then when that happens, all of a sudden he's chasing you instead of you chasing him, because you've proven to him that your life is just as busy and you got other options out there too. It's an option. As long as people got options, they're gonna act like they can do whatever.
Finesse, so say everything is going very well, you like him, he likes you, how long should you wait before you have sex with a man?
Ooh, if you're over 22, 23, I say over 23, 24. You can have sex with somebody whenever you want to.
No, this is a guy you want, not just anyone that you see looks good.
So then if it's a guy you want, then you can have sex with him whenever you want to. But you got to know what type of sex you having. That's the most important thing. If you let a guy think this is just a one-time thing, or he can get it whenever he wants to, then that's the type of sex you having. Is there a time limit? I'm not gonna say that wait 90 days, wait 120 days. What if you wait that long and then you ain't even like it? This thing that big, you then it get finished quick. You ain't like, oh, this was bad.
It wasn't worth the wait.
It wasn't even worth the wait. I could have been banging Ricky. Ricky been wanting to have sex all this time, and I said no because I was trying to be the good girl, trying to have sex, you know, and wait this proper time. I say, as an adult, as long as you protect yourself and you know what type of feelings you have for a person, and you know you're not gonna get hurt if the person never calls you again after sex. You know, if you say I want to have sex, it's been a while for me, I'm gonna do this, then that's the decision you make as an adult. But whatever happens after that, that's a roll of the dice. You cannot control what happens after. All you can do is continue to be the person you are. If that person really likes you, he's gonna keep showing up, and not just for the sex, because he likes you.
Okay, so if it's not just sex, what else can you use to keep him on?
Food. Men love to eat. Laughter. We love to laugh. Sports. We like sports. Just be a versatile woman. Be the best you. You know, and don't compromise. If it's something you know you can't compromise over, don't even play like you can walk that fine line. No, I do not smoke marijuana, and I'm not gonna roll your blunt, sir. So stop trying to teach me. Or, no, I don't steal rims or be following around cars because we gonna get somebody. No, you tell the man what you into. I'm a Christian. I love to go to church. I love to do this. I love to read. I love to go to museums. Let a guy know what you're into, and then prove it to him that's what you into. Where are you? I'm at the library. Oh, you did say you like to read, huh? That'll make a man get his act together. But if you always trying to please a man and do everything he wants to do, then you lose yourself.
Okay, you can tell I'm moving along with the relationship. Say now, you know, you've had sex, blah, 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 everything is good. You want to move in with him. Should you move in with a guy before you're married?
You know what? I do believe that you should see what a person lives like before you get married. I believe in that. But then at the same time, you know, you don't want to be living with somebody for 7 or 8 years if you know you want to be married in 3 or 4. That's why I say keep it real with yourself, your standards, and what you want out of life. Get somebody that's on that page. Just because you want to move in with a guy and he's like, all right, well, it feels like we married, he will date you for the next 10 years. Really probably get you pregnant. Do everything he's trying to do without being married. So that's a fine line too. Make sure. So
how long should you live with a guy before you get married?
That's a feeling thing. That's a conversation thing.
Well, if it's a feeling
that's
thing,
a communication
that's what happens. Then you end up dating and living with the same guy for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, still waiting for the ring. Nothing happens.
But there's a communication thing that goes along with living with somebody. You let somebody not know directly you got a time limit, but you let them know I want to get married. You know, I'm living with you not just for rent. I can get a girl to be in here and pay me half the rent. But if it's really because of, hey, I like you, I want to be around you more, you want to be around me, this makes financial sense, we're going towards that marriage direction, then that's what you do.
So I told you were in for a treat. Was I right or was I right? Finesse has a new book coming out. It's called Geminis Make You Cry. Make sure you get a copy as soon as it hits the bookshelves, and make sure you practice and apply all the dating tips he's given you. If you forget, go to amazingseries.com, rewind or forward, and get the advice you need. Thank you for watching. Amazing Series.